Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Joe Davis, the voice of Global Wrestling Alliance. I have been fortunate enough to call every match for every GWA show since the beginning. Now, I have the unfortunate duty to inform you, our amazing fans, that Global Wrestling Alliance will be ceasing operations as of tomorrow, Saturday, February the 17th of 2024. There are several reasons for this, and it is no secret that since day one, Global Wrestling Alliance has struggled. A lack of staff and a lack of funding are among the primary issues. This decision was not made easily, and many discussions were had about trying to keep GWA going. However, it was decided by GWA management that Global Wrestling Alliance simply cannot go on. Therefore, tonight's show has been severely altered to bring you, the audience, the absolute best action-packed finale that we could possibly bring you. We here at Global Wrestling Alliance want to thank you all for your continued support over this nearly 2-year time span, and we hope that you enjoy GWA's Supercharged Finale. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GWA's Supercharged Finale. I am Joe Davis. We're coming to you live for the last time from Las Vegas, Nevada and the Grand Ballroom. We appreciate you so much for joining us here tonight. Show in GWA's history with Alexander Sokolov, a former heavyweight champion of the world, in singles action. And in just a moment, we are going to see who his opponent is. The opponent is Big Bubba Mason, a man that has been here since day one. And what a different man this is from the first time that we met him on our very first show. Big Bubba Mason has become a staple here in Global Wrestling Alliance, looking to go out with one final victory if he can derail the Russian gladiator, Alexander Sokolov. The bell sounds and we're underway. Blocked by Bubba Mason. Chop underneath the throat. And sent for the ride. They collide, center of the ring. Sokolov now, well, he was trying to tee off, was blocked again, and Bubba Mason sends him for the ride again. Big boot right right to the face. The show that we have planned for you here tonight, we hope that you thoroughly enjoy it. It's going to be a lengthy one, but we figure it'd be a fitting finale, a tribute to what GWA was, what it has been. We have a lot of action for you planned here tonight. We'll go over some more of the matches that we have planned. At the conclusion of this one, here's a cover by Mason. One. Only a one that time. What I can tell you is that we are for certain that all 5 GWA Championships will be on the line, and we will decide final champions right here tonight. And look at this. Well, Mason trying to get out of this predicament, and he does. Kick to the midsection, a clubbing blow right to the spine of Alexander Sokolov. And Sokolov has been unable to get a whole lot going since the opening bell. And Sokolov now with the snapmare, the elbow right in the top of the head. And again delivers another double stop. Block and the dragon screw by Bubba Mason. Sokolov was holding on to that bottom rope there. And now up and over the top goes Mason to the floor. And Sokolov going to use this moment to gather himself, to get a breather. Mason going to come right back in. Met by Sokolov. Sokolov's wife Maria out on the outside. Looks like she was enjoying what she was seeing. And look at this! Tossed over the top rope into the floor, and nasty landing for Bubba Mason. Double stomped again by Sokolov, and Mason, who is in complete control of this match at the beginning and for a majority of it, is now having to play defense as Alexander Sokolov is unloading. Again, Alexander Sokolov, a former heavyweight champion of the world. And he didn't win that World Heavyweight Championship for no reason. The official up to 7. Mason is back in. Sokolov, I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. Walking by his wife, Maria. Now back in the ring. And Mason with a block. Bubba Mason with several strikes now on the Russian Gladiator. He's got him by the beard, it looks like. Buries the right hand right into the bread basket of Alexander Sokolov. And look at this power by Bubba Mason. Power bomb. Cover. 1. And still only a 1. Are you kidding me? Bubba Mason couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. Look at the people in the front row. They can't believe it. They're stunned. Sokolov back up to his feet, grabs the arm, wrenches him down. Sokolov now has him in the clutches, the twisted Russian suplex. 1, 2, got it! No! 2 count only for Alexander Sokolov. Sokolov now wraps up the head and neck, driving the elbow about 3 times in the top of the head. And the claw, the iron claw. Shades of legendary competitor, handsome Harry Sharp. A legend within the business and a GWA, Bubba Mason. Shots to the midsection to break the hold. Knockdown. Misses the clothesline and back body drop. Bubba Mason on a roll, spine buster. And just like that, Bubba Mason turns the tide. Mason grabs him by the throat, the seismic toss by Bubba Mason. Mason in the corner, stalking his prey. Sokolov is out with a big boot, and did you hear that? What a shot! 1, 2, got him! Big Bubba Mason with this one shot, bam! The big boot to the side of the head, and Big Bubba Mason scores a final victory here in GWA.
Here is your winner, Big Bubba Mason.
What a moment for Big Bubba Mason, going out with a victory. Here are some of the other matches we have planned for you here tonight. The Women's World Tag Team titles will be on the line as the Iconics will challenge Power and Glory. The United States Heavyweight Championship is on the line. LA Knight defends against an unknown opponent. Also, for the first and only time, a triple threat match. The Women's World Championship is on the line. Kairi Sane defending against Saray and Io Shirai. And for the Heavyweight Championship of the World, Sergio Dandalengar challenges Owen Gerald Sexton. But first, and coming up next, the World Tag Team titles are up for grabs as the Viking Raiders challenge the Eliminators.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders.
The Viking Raiders won a match back at Merciless to become the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles, hence why they are the ones that get this opportunity to become the final GWA World Tag Team Champions. Eric and Ivar looking for the gold in their final matchup here. Eric with a victory over Cliff Russell just last week here on Supercharged. So the Viking Raiders have just a little bit of momentum heading into this battle.
Introducing the champions at a combined weight of 500 pounds. They are the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions, the Eliminators.
Cliff Russell, Vince Dixon, two-time GWA World Tag Team Champions, the first World Tag Team Champions in GWA history. Well, can they make history again by going out as the final World Tag Team Champions? Only time is going to tell, and that matchup is going to start in the matter of moments. The GWA World Tag Team Championships up for grabs. A final look at the challengers, the Viking Raiders. And of course, the champions, representing the Coalition, the Eliminators. The Coalition looking to go out on top by retaining all the championships right here tonight on our Supercharged Finale It all starts with the eliminators right here. Eric going to be starting things off with Vince Dixon. The bell sounds, we're underway. Dixon charges in, gets cut off by Eric, hooked up and dangled upside down in midair. Look at this with one arm, suplex by Eric. Shot by Eric and another. Look at that. Oh my goodness. What a neck breaker. Scoop here and no reversal. Drops him with the DDT. And the tag, Cliff Russell now legal. Knife edge chop again. And now here comes Eric. Snap German suplex. The torque, the sudden torque of Eric on that suplex. That was impressive. And now Eric with Cliff Russell. Sends him headfirst into the turnbuckle. And scoop and down face first into the turnbuckle. Down across the left arm. Here's the cover. One. And broken up immediately by Vince Dixon. Dixon sent over the top rope into the floor by Ivar. Cliff Russell back up, catches Eric with the drop kick. Knee strike right on the chin, and again. Russell drops the elbow right into the top of the head, cover again. One. And only a one that time for Cliff Russell. Ivar and Vince Dixon just staring each other down on the outside here. Eric up against the ropes. Forearm shot right to the kidneys, and again. Elbow drop into the same kidney area. Cliff Russell now with Eric, sends him face first into the turnbuckle. Right hand, right between the eyes. Stumbling out of the corner here. Clothesline off the middle rope. Cover. One. And still only a one for Cliff Russell. Russell now with Eric, sends him to the corner. His partner, however, is still not there. I don't understand what Vince Dixon's doing. Another clothesline off the middle rope. And right hand by Eric. And German suplex drops Cliff Russell. That'll give him the opportunity to make the tag. Ivar legal. And Ivar over. Sends Russell to the corner. He's got him and drags him out into the Bulldog. Ivar going to immediately tag back out. Now Vince Dixon gets the tag. And got caught again rushing in. The belly-to-belly suplex by Eric. Looks like Eric went for the running knee strike. Didn't hit it. Kick to the midsection. Again the elbow and the neck breaker. What a clothesline by Vince. Did you hear the impact of that? I could knock someone out cold. Eric back to the corner. Knife edge chop. Look at this. Vince Dixon lighting him up. Calls for one more. But the jab on the jaw. Dixon. The shot right to the bridge of the nose. Stiff shot right to the lower spinal region. Make that two. Kick to the face. And again. Cover. One. And broken up by Ivar. Ivar back out onto the apron. Eric now sent to the Eliminators. Corner tag. Cliff Russell is legal. Up, down with the backbreaker. Sends him in. Suplex. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No, not 3. Eric gets the kick out at about 2 8/10. Interesting arm drag maneuver there by Cliff Russell. Kick to the face by Eric. Eric trying to get anything going. He just needs to make a tag. He just needs to get out of there. Eric has him up. Powerbomb. Now Big Ivar gets the tag. And the cover. 1, 2, and no. Ivar forearm shot. Back to his feet, dodges the right hand. Ivar sending Russell to the corner. Reversal. Right hand to the face. Middle rope. Clothesline by Russell. And what in the world? Looking for that modified Russian leg sweep. 1, 2, and a 2 count. I don't think he quite got all that maneuver. He didn't hook him up quite right, it didn't seem. If he did, this match might be over. Elbow to the face. Ivar fighting out of the Eliminator's corner. And head first into the turnbuckle. Hooks it up with the running bulldog, center of the ring. Ivar over, makes the tag. Eric once again, the legal combatant. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, so close. The Viking Raiders can just feel the gold between their fingertips. Down across the right arm. Russell back up, knocked right back down. Blocked by Russell. And elbow. And again. Russell now with elbows to the midsection of Eric. Here we go, he hooks him up. Back, drop. Back suplex, elbow combination. Right hand, drop kick. Ivar tumbles to the floor. The tag, Vince Dixon, legal. And Dixon with the Uranage. Cover. 1, 2, 3. The Eliminators have successfully retained the World Tag Team titles for the final time. The Uranage does in Eric. The Eliminators win it.
Here are your winners and still the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions, the Eliminators.
The Eliminators making history one last time on GWA's Supercharged Finale. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a special 6-man over-the-top battle royal. 5 of the contestants, you see them here, but one of them is a mystery. Well, who could that 6th man be? We're about to find out.
The following contest is a 6-man battle royal. Making his way to the ring from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 296 pounds, Sheik Amir.
A fierce competitor is Sheik Amir, making the march down to the ring for the final time. He's got 5 other contestants to battle against. The only way to win this match, to throw all your enemies over the top rope to the floor. I believe that Sheik Amir is one of the biggest competitors in this match. He may be one of the toughest ones to eliminate. Sheik Amir looks focused and ready to go. Here comes number 2.
And his opponents, first, representing Lucha House Party from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 168 pounds,
Kalisto of the Lucha House Party, making his final trip down to the ring. Lucha House Party, when they arrived here in Global Wrestling Alliance, certainly shook things up a bit with their quick-paced, high-flying Lucha Libre style. Kalisto is going to be looking to incorporate that into one final performance. Here comes competitor number 3.
And from Eugene, Oregon, weighing in at 168 pounds, Lightning Kid Justin Reed.
You want to talk about a young man that has grown quite a bit since his first appearance on GWA programming. The youngster, the Lightning Kid, Justin Reed. We've seen him as a young man and almost a child, and grow into a fine young man and a fine competitor. Here comes competitor number 4. Here's another man that has been here from the very beginning, Chris Mad Dog Van Diver. And who can forget, on our very first show, to crown the very first GWA Heavyweight Champion of the world, Chris Van Diver made it all the way to the finals. He was one victory away from winning the World's Heavyweight Championship. Here he is in his final match in Global Wrestling Alliance. Competitor number 5 making his way down to the ring.
And from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, Roderick Strong.
And here's a young man that we didn't get a lot of time to see, but in the time that he has been here in Global Wrestling Alliance, he did not disappoint. Roderick Strong looked strong from the very beginning. The first time he set foot in a GWA ring, he's been impressive ever since. He's definitely made an impact in his short tenure here. Looking for one final victory, and if anybody can do it in a battle royal, it's Roderick Strong. That's how he got his contract to come here to Global Wrestling Alliance in the first place, winning an 8-man over-the-top battle royal in Tokyo, Japan at the International Wrestling Invitational. The 5 competitors are here. Who is the mystery 6th? Well, wait a minute, can it be? It is!
And from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 238 pounds, Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell.
I can't believe my eyes. Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell puts on the tights and laces up the boots. One final time, and how fitting. This man made such an impact here in Global Wrestling Alliance. A GWA legend, if I'd ever saw one. Multiple time GWA Heavyweight Champion of the World. A former United States Heavyweight Champion. The only man to hold the United States and World titles simultaneously. What this man has done in GWA is unparalleled. And he's going to take part in one final match. This is incredible. Well, all combatants are in the ring, and here we go. Van Diver and Caldwell, Kalisto and Reed, and Roderick Strong and Sheik Amir on the far side. And an arm drag takedown by Van Diver. Sheik Amir into the corner. Kalisto with Justin Reed. Reed puts the brakes on. Waistlock takedown by Chris Van Diver. Roderick Strong, one arm with a backbreaker. And again to the much larger Sheik Amir. Again, very impressive. And butterfly suplex by Roderick Strong to Kalisto. And look at this, Van Diver wrestles down Justin Reed. And Strong on the outside was in trouble of being eliminated there. Makes his way back in. Alabama slam by Roderick Strong. Strong with the one more to Chris Van Diver. And suplex there by Sheik Amir. Drop kick by Strong. Insigiri by Chris Van Diver. And clothesline over the top, and there goes Arthur Caldwell. Well, that is a shock. Lightning Kid Justin Reed eliminates Pretty Boy Arthur Caldwell. Wow, I did not see that coming. Van Diver now with Reed. Sheik Amir, drop kick to Roderick Strong. Kalisto has been laid out. Well, Van Diver turns his attention to Kalisto. He's got him in the corner now. Sheik Amir with Justin Reed. Knocked down by Van Diver to Strong. Got an odd man out each at every given moment. One guy can get a rest every once in a while if he so chooses to. Double ear schmacker by Strong, and the tilt-a-whirl head scissor takedown by Kalisto. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of two over-the-top battle royals here tonight. We have a ladies battle royal coming up a little bit later on. Only one elimination has been made so far. Drop kick by Kalisto. The hammerlock DDT by Chris Van Diver. Amir over the top.
A competitor has been eliminated.
The knee right to the back of the head. Sheik Amir's been eliminated by Mad Dog Chris Van Diver. Strong now with Reed. Van Diver with Let Roderick Strong make a liar out of me. Strong and Van Diver. Van Cutter! Just like that, how sudden and quick. Strong now over the top, holds on. And Kalisto cuts off Van Diver's attempts. It's a tilt-a-whirl head scissors by Kalisto. Stop right to the lower spinal region. Shot by Kalisto. Again, he wraps up the arm. He's got him hooked up. Justin Reed gonna stand right in the way and cut him off. Insigiti. Strong with Reed. Kalisto with Van Diver. This is the final four, and the sunset bomb by Kalisto. Headbutt by Reed. And wait a second, Salida del Sol by Kalisto to Justin Reed. It's an Insigiti by Van Diver. And Strong over in the corner. He's in trouble. Standing moonsault by Kalisto. And over the top. And Roderick Strong with the reversal, able to save himself. And Kalisto over the top, eliminated by Van Diver, and Justin Reed over the top on the other side.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Just like that, we're down to the final two. Roderick Strong and Chris Van Diver, reverse DDT. Van Diver. Kick to, no, block by Strong. Strong going for the legs. The Indian Deathlock by Roderick Strong. Who's gonna win it? Strong or Van Diver? Reversal, and again with the reverse DDT. Sweeps the legs. Neither of these guys want to budge. Elbows. Elbows by Mad Dog. Kick to the midsection. At this point, neither one of these guys want to make a mistake. Drop kick missed. Clubbing blow by Van Diver. Stomping away. Van Diver now. He's up against the ropes, sends him for the ride. He holds on, comes after him. Wait a second. Super Van Cutter. That has got to be all. Chris Van Diver sends him over the top. He holds on. Reversal. Roderick Strong saves himself again. Can you believe this? What a matchup. Reversal into the arm drag. Van Cutter. Chris Van Diver with a reversal. The Van Cutter over the top. And Roderick Strong finally gets eliminated. Look at this ending sequence. A reversal into the arm drag and into the Van Cutter. And finally, Chris Van Diver was able to get Roderick Strong over the top to the floor for the victory.
Here is your winner, Chris Mad Dog Van Diver.
Chris Van Diver with a final victory in GWA. Coming up next, the Women's World Tag Team titles are on the line as the Iconics challenge Power and Glory.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Tag Team Introducing the challengers, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay.
Well, the Iconics are getting one last shot at the GWA Women's World Tag Team titles, partially due to the fact that the Iconics were victorious just last week. And they were victorious against the Dangerous Alliance. They have Peter Birchfield and Hallie Nolan in their corner. Here come the champions.
And introducing the champions, they are the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Tag Team Champions, Whitney Duncan and Lacey Evans, Power and Glory.
The team of Whitney Duncan and Lacey Evans sure have been a powerful duo since they joined forces. Whitney Duncan, the longest tenured superstar out of these four athletes, would love to walk away from Global Wrestling Alliance as a champion. Well, who will walk away as the final Women's World Tag Team Champions? Will it be the Iconics? Or will it be defending champions Power and Glory? We're about to find out, as this match is just about time to get underway. The official will take the hardware from the champions. Peyton Royce starting things off with Whitney Duncan. Here we go. You see on the outside Peter Birchfield and Hallie Nolan. Nolan already in her wrestling gear, because at the conclusion of this matchup, Nolan will be competing in the very next match. And what a shot to the side of the head with that high heel combat boot by Whitney Duncan. Duncan now in control of Peyton Royce. Royce with the elbows to the midsection. And now it's Royce in control of Duncan head first into the corner. Several shots right to the rib cage. Here is the tag of Billy Kay of the Iconics, now legal. And Kay going up top and down with the leg drop. Perfectly done. Cover, that could do it. 1, 2, and broken up by Lacey Evans. Went for the split-legged leg drop, did not get it. Duncan had that scouted. What a shot. And smart, wisely, Duncan makes the tag, and in comes Evans. Evans gets caught off. There's a block and a right hand, and the tilt-the-world head scissors by Lacey Evans. Trying to keep Billy Kay on her toes, knocked down. And now outside of the ring, but Evans isn't going to wait around. She's going to try to end this thing and end it quickly. Kay puts on the brakes and over towards the steps. Well, Evans back in the ring. The official now up to 5. Evans just going to wait for her to get back in the ring. She's got the, I guess, the higher ground, if you will. Billy Kay back in the ring. What a shot. Cover. 1. And only a 1. And there's Peyton Royce late to the party. Going to make sure that that wasn't going to be a 3. Wait a second. Suplex. Cover. With the foot under the bottom rope. The rope break called by the official. All 4 of these ladies are now here in the ring. Things have completely broken down here. Peyton Royce over the top. A knee strike right to the back of Whitney Duncan. And Evans over to save her partner. Look at this, Cobra clutch. And into a backbreaker by Lacey Evans. Cover. 1. And still only a 1. It's a right hand to Peyton Royce. Lacey Evans in the wrong side of town, so to speak. Billy Kay in the corner. Tag. Double team now by Power and Glory. And back body drop. And did you see that elevation? Cover. 1. And still only a 1 for Power and Glory. Stiff kick right to the abdomen. And there's one to the sternum. Duncan now with Billy Kay. The shot was blocked, and Kay fighting out of the corner. Wraps up the arm and the boot right to the face. Now that one's got Duncan rocked. Hooked up, and oh, no. The left hand right into the midsection. Kick. Knee. Cover. It's still only a 1. Still only a 1. Are you kidding? Well, there's a lot at stake here, and it's the final opportunity for the Iconics. Billy Kay not taking that lightly, fighting out of about every single cover at the count of 1. Wants to make sure that they don't lose this one. And wraps up the arm, and again the boot to the face. Tag made. Peyton Royce once again legal. Whitney Duncan is completely out of it. Drop kick right to the back of the head and to the outside, trying to get a breather, trying to get this momentum by the Iconics broken up. Peyton Royce just lighting up Whitney Duncan. Kick to the midsection and up on the shoulders. Duncan with some shots. Reversal. Still, Peyton Royce in control. Tosses Duncan back in. Making her way to her feet. And knocked down by Royce. Cover center of the ring. 1. And only a 1 this time for Whitney Duncan. She's also showing her resiliency here. Billy Kay tagged back in. And reversal kick right to the knee. Elbow by Kay. Missing the clothesline. Drop kick. And to the outside. And a perfect opportunity for Duncan to make the tag. She does. Evans with a baseball slide right out after Billy Kay. Gonna waste no time. And right into the apron. And tossing Billy Kay back into the ring now. Kay with the elbow to the ribs, and look at this. Up and down. Face first. Evans trying to get back to her feet. That one rocked. Evans in a reversal. Kick to the sternum. Evans stalking her prey, has her up. Down, compressed. 1, 2. No. Long 2 count. Peyton Royce and Whitney Duncan in the ring. Royce sending Duncan over the top. Double axe. Right back up and a shot. Evans now having to fight off both members of the Iconics. And the woman's right. Cover. 1, 2. Broken up by Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce making sure that wasn't 3. DDT by Lacey Evans. Duncan back on the apron. And kick to the midsection, hooks up. Brainbuster by Billie Kay. And I think she should have went for the cover there, but gonna opt for the tag instead. Peyton Royce back in. Cover. 1, 2, new champion. No. The official only says 2. Reverse DDT by Peyton Royce. To the outside goes Evans. And Royce was on the top rope looking to go for something big. Evans wasn't having it. High kick right to the mush. Evans now taking Royce, sending her to the corner. Tag made. Double team now by Power and Glory. Down across the left arm. Headbutt to the back of the head. Now going to work on the left leg. Both of these teams wanting it so badly. What a shot! Peyton Royce comes up with a big shot. A home run-like shot. Here's the cover. Could be all. 1, 2, got her! No, still was only 2. Billie Kay stalking her prey. Misses the kick. Forearm shot to the back. And wait a second, hooks her up, Whitney Duncan, slam Duncan, cover, 1, 2, got her! Peyton Royce, for whatever reason, didn't think that was going to be all or something and didn't try to make the save. And because of that, this right here, by Whitney Duncan, the slam Duncan, enough to put away Billie Kay, and Power and Glory retain the women's tag team titles.
Here are your winners and still the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Tag Team Champions, Whitney Duncan and Lacey Evans. Power and Glory.
Power and Glory going out on top of the women's tag team division in Global Wrestling Alliance. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a 6-woman over-the-top battle royal. And look at the talent in this matchup. The first competitor, well, the first competitor is going to be riding down here to the ring.
Is a 6-woman battle royal, making her way to the ring from Toluca Lake, California. Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins.
This 6-woman battle royal is going to consist of about half and half of the competitors that have been here since the beginning, and the other half have come in at different various points throughout GWA's history. Tammy Mullins, Wild Thing, amongst one of the ones that have been here since the beginning and would love to end her GWA career with a victory and ride into the sunset as a victor. But the level of talent that is going to be in this matchup is second to none. Tammy Mullins, a former women's world champion. And speaking of former women's world champions, here comes another.
And her opponents, first, from
the superstar Hallie Nolan, the longest reigning GWA Women's World Champion in history. And again, one of the few that have been here for a very, very long time. Her team of the Iconics unsuccessful in claiming the Women's World Tag Team titles just moments ago. So that leaves Hallie Nolan to fend for herself, to try to walk out of Global Wrestling Alliance as a winner. Here comes entrant number 3.
And representing the Dangerous Alliance from Oakland, California, Amaya Stevens.
Well, a third former Women's World Champion and the second longest reigning Women's World Champion in GWA history, Amaya Stevens. And just as a quick little fact, Tammy Mullins, the third longest reigning Women's World Champion in GWA history. So these 3 entrants alone were the main pillars of the GWA Women's Division. And they're being joined by the 4th entrant in this match. As vicious and delicious, going solo for her last outing here. I think if given the opportunity, Indy Hartwell could have added her name to that list of Women's World Champions as well. Just never quite got that chance. Here comes entrant number 5.
And from Chongqing, China, Xia Li.
Here comes the mixed martial arts expert and one of the newest members of the GWA Women's Division, Xia Li. And Xia Li, a similar thing as Roderick Strong, didn't get an opportunity to really show what she can do, I don't think. Her time here with us has been very limited. It's unfortunate, but she has certainly made an impression here in Global Wrestling Alliance in her short time. And here comes the final entrant, and what an entrant it is! Of tomorrow, Asuka rounds out this stacked roster in this matchup. Well, what a match this is going to be. Again, do you see the level of talent here in this matchup? 3 former Women's World Champions and 3 women that have given the right opportunity, if we had a little bit more time, all three of them could have added their names to that list as well. Asuka, a superstar known all around the world, added a significant amount of star power to the GWA Women's Division. Now here we go. And Asuka gonna be, well, she just got her legs taken out from underneath her by Xia Li. These two, Asuka and Xia Li, tore the house down here on Supercharged just a couple of weeks ago. Back suplex by Indy Hartwell to Hallie Nolan, and Tammy Mullins is with Amaya Stevens. And Asuka in trouble. Xia Li trying to eliminate her in the corner already. Breaks out of that, and Tammy Mullins missed the roundhouse kick. Amaya oh, she got it that time. Roundhouse kick right to the face. Low drop kick to the face of Asuka by Xia Li. And Hallie Nolan with a forearm shot, sending Indy Hartwell to the canvas. Knee strikes in the corner by Tammy Mullins. Wild Thing. And what a knee strike to Amaya Stevens, and a big kick to Asuka before finally being cut off by Xia Li. And now Indy Hartwell trying to eliminate Hallie Nolan. She's teetering on the top rope. This is bad. This is bad news for the superstar. To bone suplex by Xia Li. Nolan saves herself. And suplex by Xia Li once more. Knee strike by Indy Hartwell to Hallie Nolan. And Mullins sent to the corner by Amaya Stevens. Elbow to the face. Takes out the leg, and let's see here. Whoa!
A competitor has been eliminated.
Indy Hartwell eliminates the superstar Hallie Nolan, and again, I did not expect that at all. The longest reigning women's world champion in history eliminated by Indy Hartwell, and Hartwell looks like she's going to eliminate another. Scoop and a slam. And Amaya Stevens in all kinds of trouble, able to save herself. Hartwell with an elbow to the face, and Amaya Stevens up and over. Well, the two longest reigning world women's champions eliminated by Indy Hartwell. What a showing for Hartwell in this matchup, and in her final match in GWA, face first by Tammy Mullins. We're down to 4, and Hartwell now in trouble of being eliminated by Tammy Mullins, and up and over.
Indy Hartwell has been eliminated.
Indy Hartwell eliminates the two longest reigning women's world champions in GWA history, eliminated by the third, Tammy Mullins. We're down to Asuka, Xia Li, and Wild Thing Tammy Mullins. Xia Li trying to roll out of harm's way. Asuka and Tammy Mullins. And reverse DDT by Wild Thing. Stomp to the midsection of Xia Li. And Asuka now with the suplex. Now going after Xia Li. Scoop by Xia. Down across the top rope. like last week's wash and blocked by, oh, look at that, the headbutt. Hold on, the overdrive by Tammy Mullins, and what a shot. Went to go for the spear, reversed by Asuka. The left hand's right into the kidney area, and look at this flurry of offense by Tammy Mullins. Asuka rolling out of harm's way. Mullins right after Xia Li once more. Now in control of Xia Li. And Tammy Mullins going to try to eliminate her right here. She's teetering on the top rope. Xia Li is in trouble. Tammy Mullins desperately trying to get Xia Li over the top. Cannot do it. Now Asuka comes back into the fray. Hooked up suplex by Xia Li. Missing the roundhouse kick is Tammy Mullins. Ooh, what a shot. An elbow to the face by Mullins. Several strikes to the sternum. And now Mullins gives the same thing to Asuka. Knee strike by Asuka. Neither one of these ladies seem to get a true upper hand here. Taken down by Asuka is Tammy Mullins, and all three of these ladies really going at it. Scoop and a slam by Xia. Kick to the midsection. Up, down with a power bomb. Missing the spinning kick. And overdrive by Tammy Mullins once more. That's the second time Xia Li has felt that in this matchup. Over the top, hip attack, and Xia Li's been eliminated. We're down to the final two. Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins, and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Went for the head, but didn't get it. The double knees, the code breaker, right to the jaw. And Asuka with the waist lock gets the elbow to the face. Kick to the midsection. Hip attack by Asuka. Tammy Mullins has been rocked. And wait a second, pulls her back. And she's got it. She hooks up the Asuka lock. The Asuka lock, but the submission will not get her the victory here. Nonetheless, it's going to wear Tammy Mullins down big time. Mullins probably unable to breathe at this point on the top rope. Down with the elbow drop. And Asuka on a roll. Over the top into the floor. Asuka wins it. Look at this. The Asuka lock completely wears down Tammy Mullins. And when she's trying to gasp for breath, Asuka drops the big elbow off the top rope and finally sent over the top. And Asuka is your winner.
Here is your winner, Asuka.
The Empress of Tomorrow is a winner tonight on the Supercharged Finale. Coming up next, we have a special tag team matchup as High Energy is set to take on Gavin Briggs and a mystery partner. And this matchup coming because of what happened last week. Gavin Briggs went one-on-one with Willie Jones, and following the match, Jones assaulted Gavin Briggs. So as far as I understand it, Briggs has specifically asked for this matchup, and he's going to get it. Derek Wright and Willie Jones, one of the most successful tag teams here in Global Wrestling Alliance. One of the most dominant tag team champions we've ever seen. Figure this will probably be a walk in the park. They are a cohesive unit, have been for some time. Again, former World Tag Team Champions. They're going to be going up against a makeshift team, Gavin Briggs. And even though they don't know who their opponent is, Gavin Briggs and this partner most likely have never teamed before. I don't know that for certain, but they can't possibly be as well gelled as a team as High Energy is.
And their opponents first, from Riverside, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, Gavin Briggs.
Well, listen to these people. It has taken them quite a long time to come around, but they finally believe in Gavin Briggs. And I gotta say, the level of sportsmanship that Briggs has shown in the previous several weeks, in the last couple of months, I'd have to say that I also have come around to Gavin Briggs. I know I just stated just last week that I wasn't quite sure, but this young man showed a lot of promise and a lot of resiliency when he first showed up on the scene. And he's finally won back all of our hearts. Well, let's see it. Who is this mystery partner? No way! No way! It's him!
And from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 379 pounds, strongman Aldo P. Wallace.
Are you kidding me? How in the world did Gavin Briggs pull this off? Strongman Aldo P. Wallace, a former heavyweight champion of the world, the mystery partner for Gavin Briggs. Wow. I'm at a loss. I can't believe this. Well, Gavin Briggs said that he brought backup, and boy, was he right. He's going to be starting things off with Derek Wright. Block. Gavin Briggs with a right hand, and another, and again. Briggs hooks him up. Forward suplex, face first goes Derek Wright. Strongman Aldo P. Wallace standing on the apron as a partner for Gavin Briggs. I never in a million years would have thought that I would have seen that. And wait a second, toss to the outside is Gavin Briggs. And, well, Derek Wright, he's got that crazy look in his eye. Look at him. What is he going to do against the ropes? Suicide dive, and Gavin Briggs crashes into the steel barricade. Listen to these people. Well, Derek Wright taking a little long to try to take advantage of that. Well, he caught him again with what looks like a Pele kick. It was very similar. Gavin Briggs, after the suicide dive, rolled back in the ring. Well, he needs to get that back up in the ring, and he needs to do it soon. Here's the tag, and Willie Jones is legal. Willie Jones going upstairs. He's measuring Gavin Briggs. Down with the fist drop right in the face, and the senton follows it up. Stiff shot right to the lower spinal region. Kick to the midsection, and against the ropes, knee strike right on the chin. Double axe missed. And the sling blade drop kick combination by Willie Jones. Tag to Derek Wright, and there's the tag. Aldo P. Wallace is in. Oh boy, and he just runs through Derek Wright like a freight train. Aldo P. Wallace, a one-man wrecking crew. Now with Derek Wright, and wait a minute, there's the reversal with the reverse DDT. Shot right to the back. Don't get cocky there, Derek. Shoved away, and a forearm shot, smashing him in the corner, and look at Strongman. Aldo P. Wallace just taking control. It's been a long time since we've seen Aldo P. Wallace, but he looks to be in phenomenal shape. He hasn't lost a step. We just saw the double arm trap suplex. And now Derek Wright to the corner. Here's the tag, and we're going to see a double team out of these two. Whip back in the corner with force. Gavin Briggs with the cover. One and only a 1 count. Clubbing blow by Gavin Briggs. Briggs now with the knee strike right on the jaw. One, and still only a 1 count. That's a little shocking. It's a little surprising, but again, there's a part of me that is still in a little bit of disbelief that this is our finale, that this is going to be the end. There's a lot riding on every single match. Every single competitor wants to go out as a winner here. That's a very important driving force for all of them. You're going to see just how much every competitor here in GWA is going to have in their final moments, in their final match. What power by Strongman. Aldo P. Wallace, diving attack, and Willie Jones is legal. Open hand shot, elbow to the shoulder joint, and again Aldo P. Wallace is rolling. A clubbing blow right to the back, and the headbutt. The bowling ball-like head of Aldo P. Wallace ricochets off of Willie Jones. And look at this power, just pressing him over his head like he's nothing. Drops him like a bad habit. Center of the ring. Tag, and in comes Gavin Briggs. Aldo P. Wallace comes in as the mystery partner for Gavin Briggs. He comes to the ring. He does the damage. He hands it off to Gavin Briggs. The shoulder block to the midsection. The cover. 1, 2, 3. Gavin Briggs and Aldo P. Wallace victorious in their final match. The headbutt, the press slam by Strongman Aldo P. Wallace. Gavin Briggs follows it up with the running bulldog, the cover, and a huge win for Gavin Briggs and a returning Strongman Aldo P. Wallace.
Here are your winners.
What a moment here in GWA history to have Strongman Aldo P. Wallace back, and in what fine fashion. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we'll make history one more time. For the first and only time, a triple threat match for a GWA Championship. The women's world title is on the line as Kairi Sane defends against Io Shirai and this young lady, Saray.
challenger from Tokyo, Japan, the Warrior of the Sun, Saray!
The Warrior of the Sun, Saray, was victorious in a non-title match against Kairi Sane just last week. Somewhat controversial, not really any fault of her own. Io Shirai was at ringside, and Io was in fact the #1 contender, won a match against Saray at Merciless for that right. But with Saray gaining that non-title victory, she was added to this matchup. So in a way, it's kind of backfired on Io Shirai to get involved with that match last week.
And introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai!
And of course, Io Shirai and Saray, no strangers to each other. These two young ladies were friends up until recently. They were tag team partners. They are former GWA Women's World Tag Team Champions, known as the Spitfire Warriors. Known as that no more, find themselves as adversaries in a triple threat match. Their one and only opportunity to become the final reigning GWA Women's World Champion. But in order to do that, they have to dethrone a young lady that has been very impressive since the moment she stepped into a GWA ring, and here she comes.
Introducing the champion from Yamaguchi, Japan. She's the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Kairi!
The GWA Women's World Champion pulls the championship belt out of the treasure chest one last time and is looking to retain it and put it on her mantle when she gets home. What a match this should be. The level of talent in this matchup is second to none. The Warrior of the Sun, Saray, versus the Magician of the Sky, Io Shirai, and the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane. Kairi, of course, turned the women's division here in GWA on its head when she had an upset victory at the International Wrestling Invitational to claim the Women's World Championship. Has been very impressive from moment one, but can she be even more impressive to retain against not one, but two opponents here in her final match? Io Shirai still has a few fans here in the building. This is really anybody's matchup. Kairi Sane at a definite disadvantage. She doesn't even have to be pinned or submit to lose the Women's World Championship here tonight. Saray could pin or submit Io Shirai and vice versa, and we'll have a new Women's World Champion. Forearm shot to Io Shirai by Kairi Sane. And Kairi, of course, blames Io for that loss last week to Saray, and Saray is kind of the invisible woman here at the moment. Well, she's going to insert herself in this match now. German suplex by the Warrior of the Sun and a knee strike. And now the former tag team partners and friends, Io Shirai and Saray, going at it. Head first into the top turnbuckle, and Kairi gonna jump back into the mix. Alabama slam by Kairi Sane. Io comes back out of the corner swinging. Forearm right to the back and again to the corner. Elbow to the midsection. And Saray traps the arm back suplex. Saray looking very impressive here in the early going. Io picks the leg and the dragon screw sends Saray to the canvas. Lock up with Kairi Sane against the ropes. And now Saray getting involved once again. Snap suplex by Saray. Kairi gonna cut her off. Elbow to the sternum and the double stomp. That double stomp did not connect. Forearm blocked by Kairi. That forearm was not. Kairi starting to put a little of offense here together. And now Kairi going after Io on the outside of the ring. And Saray back out after the champion. Caught by Kairi. And Io gets the forearms to the face. Into the barricade. Saray with a shot from behind. And now both Kairi and Io against the barricade. Sandwiched. Io sandwiched between Kairi and the barricade. And Saray back in the ring. Io gonna send Kairi into the steps. Saray up top to the outside from the attic with the elbow drop, and Kairi Sane is out of it. That leaves Saray and Io Shirai. One. And that right there is a situation Kairi does not want to find herself in. She can lose the Women's World Championship just like this. Snap suplex. Well, fisherman suplex, excuse me, by Saray. Saray has Io right where she wants her. Scoop here. Slam Kairi off the top with the double axe handle smash in the back of the head. Saray to the outside. And the spinning back fist by Kairi Sane. And now Kairi going up top. Can she hit it? Got it, the insane elbow. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Somehow, some way, Kairi Sane has done it. The insane elbow off the top rope. Saray was on the outside trying to gather herself. It was enough. Kairi Sane retains.
Here is your winner, and still Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Kairi.
What an iconic moment in the career of Kairi Sane and in the history of Global Wrestling Alliance. Congratulations, Kairi. Coming up next, the United States Heavyweight Championship is on the line. The Coalition's LA Knight defends against, well, we don't know, a mystery opponent.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Championship.
Well, here comes the champion, of course, along with the managerial expert for the Coalition, Don Holmes. And speaking of the Coalition, the Eliminators already gained the first victory and the first title defense for the Coalition, retaining the GWA World Tag Team titles earlier tonight. So the Coalition, as a group, has momentum heading into this match. The Coalition have been so dominant since they had joined forces. LA Knight, if he can successfully defend the United States Heavyweight title tonight, he goes out as the final U.S. Heavyweight Champion in GWA history, and he keeps it for the Coalition. Who's the opponent? I am so curious. No way, are you kidding me? What? What? Ladies and gentlemen, do you see this? It's prime time. Charles Thompson, a former United States heavyweight champion in his own right. As a matter of fact, the only man to become a Triple Crown champion here in Global Wrestling Alliance. He has been out for some time. He makes one final appearance at the Supercharged Finale to challenge LA Knight for the United States heavyweight title. I can't believe it. Let's go to the ring. Let's get the official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Salem, Oregon, weighing in at 273 pounds, prime time, Charles Thompson. And introducing the champion from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, LA Knight.
Well, there is a little bit of history here. I noticed on Don Holmes' face, he's in complete shock. Don Holmes and Charles Thompson definitely know each other. Charles Thompson's first World Championship reign came with Don Holmes as his manager. Charles Thompson, a former two-time world champion, looking to be a two-time United States heavyweight champion. This match is underway, and I still can't believe it. LA Knight with Thompson on his shoulders. Thompson with the elbows right to the side of the head. Lock up, center of the ring, neither one gaining an advantage. There's a right hand by Thompson. Clubbing blow to the back. And the double axe handle smash. Charles Thompson also looks in phenomenal shape. Knee strike by LA. Blocked headbutt by Thompson. Sent to the far side and buries the knee into the abdomen. Cover. 1, 2, and very close. 1 second away from claiming the United States heavyweight title. What surprises we have seen here tonight on our Supercharged Finale. The return to action for Arthur Caldwell, the return of Aldo P. Wallace, and now the return of primetime Charles Thompson, who just clotheslined LA Knight to the canvas. Thompson just pouring on the punishment. And sent to the corner. LA blocks it and now fights out of the corner. Sending Thompson to the corner. Right hand between the eyes. And the boot right up underneath the chin. And LA Knight just stomping away. Look at LA go! And moonsault off the top rope. Oh, LA Knight. LA Knight just gonna throw caution to the wind. Elbow off the top. 2 big moves. 1, 2, 3. No, that was about 2 9/10 for LA Knight. He's got Charles Thompson on the ropes. LA Knight looking very impressive right now. LA again, springboard off the top, another moonsault to the cover. 1, 2, got him. No. I thought he had him that time. Charles Thompson still kicks out. Did you hear the reception for Charles Thompson when he walked back into this arena? A far cry from the reception he would get from these people in the past. There's the elbow by LA Knight, right into the station. Kicked, no, blocked by Prime Time. Up on the shoulders. Oh, we've seen that before. The tilt-a-whirl neck breaker. Tilt-a-whirl cutter, excuse me. 1, 2, a long 2 count, but not the 3. Don Holmes, we just seen up on the apron just a moment ago, trying to cause a distraction. Charles Thompson knows all about that. He knows the tactics of Don Holmes. And wait, well, it looks like the distraction was a success. Thompson staring down Don Holmes. Distraction wasn't good enough because Prime Time still all over LA Knight. Buries the knee right into the red basket. Thompson drives the point of the elbow into the face. Thompson now. Right hand to the face. Clubbing blow. And again. Double axe handle smash. LA just will not go down. Finally he does. Face first into the canvas. And Charles Thompson's feeling it. Oh my, oh, cover. 1, 2, no. Well, it looks like LA Knight has been opened up at the hands of Charles Thompson. Wait a second. Don Holmes again with the distraction, and LA Knight is gonna capitalize. LA Knight capitalizing off the distraction of Don Holmes. Holmes doing exactly what he's been paid to do. Forearm shot by Thompson. LA Knight now with the scoop here. Reversal. Chop block by Thompson. Thompson now has LA Knight right where he wants him. Kick to the midsection. Got it. Power bomb. It's over. No, he was under the bottom rope. A rope break called by the official. What a tough break for Charles Thompson. Gonna go for it. No, but he got blocked. He got it blocked. Scoop and a slam by LA Knight. Charles Thompson with a bad break. A submission with the foot under the bottom rope. Rope break called again. And face first. He drives him face first. It's over. 1, 2, no! No! Charles Thompson gets the left shoulder up. How did he do that? Well, LA Knight has been beaten and battered. He's bloody, but he's in the driver's seat right now. Hard against the top turnbuckle and tossed to the center of the ring. Thompson comes up with the jawbreaker. What a match this has been. On the shoulders again. Tilt-a-whirl cutter. Don Holmes up on the apron again. But Charles Thompson's going to completely ignore him. He's fixated on LA Knight. Kick to the midsection. He's going for it. Up, down, powerbomb, the deep cover. 1, 2, he got him. New champion. Charles Thompson returns to GWA for one final match, and he powerbombs his way to the United States heavyweight title.
Here is your winner and new Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, Prime Time Charles Thompson.
Prime Time Charles Thompson adds to his impressive resume. One of the most decorated superstars in Global Wrestling Alliance history. Triple Crown winner, 2-time world champion, former World Tag Team Champion, and now 2-time United States Heavyweight Champion. What a moment in the career of primetime Charles Thompson. Well, it is now time for our main event, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. The Blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton, defends against the Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dandalinger.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, it is time for the final match in GWA history, and coincidentally enough, the very first match in GWA history, Sergio Dandalinger was in that one too. He was unsuccessful in gaining victory that night. The man that defeated him in the very first matchup in GWA history, strongman Aldo P. Wallace, who we seen return just a little while ago. But Sergio has one last attempt to become the world's heavyweight champion. It's the biggest match of his entire career. But in order to do it, he's got to defeat this man. The man that has never been pinned, who has never submitted, who has been the most dominant world's heavyweight champion in Global Wrestling Alliance history. I'm talking about the Blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton. The odds completely stacked against the Fighting Irishman. He is not 100%. His ribs and left arm still heavily bandaged. He was assaulted by Owen Gerald Sexton just last week. Sergio Dandalinger gained a victory over LA Knight in a non-title match. Afterwards, he was assaulted by Owen Gerald Sexton. Earlier that same night, Dandalinger vowed revenge for what happened to his friend, good old Bob, who is also here. He's at ringside. His right eye still heavily bandaged. We understand that he was going to need a surgery, but his eyesight should still be okay following that surgery. Dandalinger stated that he would go through every single member of the coalition if need be to get to Owen Gerald Sexton. Tonight he is given that one final opportunity. And on top of that, just as a quick thing, if Dandalinger can win here tonight, he will be only the second man to become a Triple Crown champion. So there's that hanging over his head as well. Let's go to the ring. Let's get the official introductions of the final GWA match.
Introducing the challenger from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Sergio Dandalinger. And introducing the champion from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 266 pounds, he is the Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, the Blueprint, Owen Gerald Sexton.
Champion and challenger have been formally introduced. The Blueprint will hand over the gold to the official. Only the best of the best in the world have ever held the prestigious GWA World Heavyweight Championship. Who will leave here tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada as the final reigning world champion? We're about to find out. 2 out of 3 falls. Here we go. And Sexton already playing games with the Fighting Irishman jumping out of the ring. Dandalinger gonna go out after him. He's not gonna waste any time. Sexton baiting Sergio Dondalinger, and it pulls off. Shot right to the ribs. Sexton goes right for the ribs. And now to the chest, the sternum. Look at Sexton go, just punishing the Fighting Irishman. Jab right to the jaw. Again, those ribs and that shoulder heavily bandaged. Sergio Dondalinger not at 100%. Now right to that injured shoulder joint. Sexton gonna show no mercy here in this matchup. Those bandages might as well be a giant bullseye. One, and only a 1 count. Trying to get that first fall is the blueprint. Look at this deadlift. Power bomb. 1. And a 1 that time as well for Owen Gerald Sexton. And right now, Dondalinger's hurting. He's in a lot of pain, and he is on the receiving end of a lot of punishment. As a storybook ending this would be for the Fighting Irishman. It's not looking good right now. He's injured. Owen Gerald Sexton is at 100%. He is on top of his game. He's got Don Holmes there at ringside. And he is just punishing Sergio Dondalinger head first again. And that one has opened Sergio up. Let's just stomping away at those ribs. My God. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No, I thought that was the first fall, but Dondalinger powers out. The ribs are injured, the shoulder's injured. He's been split wide open, completely misses the clothesline there, and Sexton's gonna take advantage. Look at this. What in the world? What a backbreaker by Sexton. The blueprint in the driver's seat has obviously drawn up plans for victory, executing them to perfection right now. Dondalinger with the elbow right into the girts. And Sexton was able to avoid for a second. Up on the shoulders. Dondalinger drops him face first into the turnbuckle. And now the knee right up underneath the chin. The Fighting Irishman trying to get back in this day, and a Sexton's been opened up. The battering ram headbutt by Sergio Dondalinger. He's turning this thing around. 1, 2, first fall. I thought that was the first fall. Dondalinger can't believe it. Sergio beaten, bloodied. Sexton now bloodied. He is now caught in a modified camel clutch. And Sexton able to escape. Drop kick by Sexton. Caught him flush. And a reversal by Sergio. Left hands right into those injured ribs. And Dondalinger, Zinger, wait a second. Zinger. 1, 2, first fight. Oh, how close can you get? Dondalinger thought that was 3. Sexton still able to get the shoulder up. What else does Dondalinger have to do? Pouring on the punishment now is the Fighting Irishman. Sexton back to his feet. Sets him up and spikes him with a pile driver. He caught the leg, twisted into the dragon screw. Sexton now trying to get something going. Dondalinger's been punishing him now for several moments in the corner, just pounding away and shoved away. There's a right hand by Dondalinger. That one got caught. Sexton, groundbreaker! Cover, 1, 2, damn it! That's the 3, and Owen Gerald Sexton gains the first fall, and he now has the advantage. And we've seen Owen Gerald Sexton retain the world's title under dubious circumstances a couple of times now. When he's got the advantage like this, he just got spiked with a DDT by Dundalinger. Look at this strength and power. Dundalinger's not out of this thing yet. Don't count out the Fighting Irishman. Elbow. And Dundalinger over the top to the floor. Sexton going right out after him. It's 0-1 in the favor of Owen Gerald Sexton. Now sent over towards the guardrail. Both of these men are losing blood. They're giving it their all. The ribs right into the steps. Scoop here. Power slam by Sexton on the floor, rattling the insides of Sergio Dundalinger. Both of these men laying it all on the line in the final match in GWA history. To make history, whomever wins walks out of the grand ballroom as the final World's Heavyweight Champion. Dundalinger back in the ring, and things are not looking good. Owen Gerald Sexton in control. Dundalinger is out of it. Hooks him up. Ground breaker. He fought with all he could, but it's over. 1, 2, no. No, you see Sexton shake his head. He just lit up. Sexton just broke the cover himself. He's not just wanting to win this thing. He's wanting to destroy Sergio. Battering ram headbutt out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. No, it's Owen Gerald Sexton kicks out again. Sexton broke the cover himself, and he's gonna pay for it. Dundalinger zinger. 1, 2, 3, and it's all tied up. Can you believe this? What a match for the world's heavyweight title. Dundalinger and Sexton all tied up. Sexton hits the drop kick. What a war this has been. Both of these men are showing the battle scars, the battle wounds. He buries the foot right into the sternum. Sexton once again in control after the Dundalinger zinger. And the top wrist lock. Right hand, right to the ribs. A couple of them by Sergio Dundalinger. Scoop in the backbreaker. Dundalinger trying to pull this thing off. And head first into the top turnbuckle. He's going to put him up into the tree of woe. And look at that. Chokes him out. Sergio Dundalinger picks him up and tosses him. The back of his head just bounces off the canvas like a basketball. Here's the covers. He got it. 1, 2. New champion. Dundalinger did it. Oh my God. This is how it went down, ladies and gentlemen. The groundbreaker in the first fall to Owen Gerald Sexton. The Dundalinger zinger for Sergio ties it up at 1 apiece. And after that, look at this. A combination chokes him out while he's upside down. Finally, this toss by Dundalinger. Bam! The ricochet, the head of Sexton bounces off the canvas as Sergio Dundalinger topples the tyrant. I can't believe it. A new world's champion, Sergio Dundalinger, has done what has been impossible. Let's get the official word. Let's hear it.
Here is your winner and new Global Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Sergio Dontalinger.
What a moment in the history of Global Wrestling Alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. For GWA, I am Joe Davis saying thank you, everybody, and goodbye.